We all know we shouldn't spend as much time with our phones as we do, but Mr. Harrigan takes it to a whole new level and spoils it for us all by using his beyond the grave.
You are a far different person now
Fall is here, hear the yell.
from who you were when we met.
Back to school, ring the bell. Brand new shoes, walking blues.
Why do you continue to come here?
Because I enjoy our time together.
Hello and welcome to Screen OD, the channel for people who love TV, movies and streaming. My name is Tim. I'm an editor and a journalist who's been writing and talking about the media and entertainment industry for more than 15 years. Today we have a Netflix original movie for you, but not just any Netflix original. This has got some serious credentials. It's based on a story by Stephen King. It comes from Jason Blum, Blumhouse's production company. It's got Ryan Murphy, American Horror Story man himself, behind it, and it also has a fantastic cast led by Jaeden Martell, who you'll know from the Stephen King connection to the It film, and of course you have the wonderful Donald Sutherland. Now, with all of these things involved, you would think this is going to be a big horror movie. Well, it's not, but it is kind of eerie.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
iPhones just came out.
Thank you.
Let's give you a nickname. Pirate King. Wicked. Yeah.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Mr. Harrigan, has anyone ever tried to take advantage of you? How'd you deal with that?
Harshly.
Okay, so what's this one all about? Well, we are centred on the story of a young man called Craig. We meet him when he's very young and we see him grow up quite quickly to become a teenager, where he becomes played by Jaeden Martell, who we mentioned before. Now, Craig, his mother has died and he's been brought up by his father, who's very well-meaning, and he develops a friendship with a local man called Mr. Harrigan, who is played by Donald Sutherland and is a very, very wealthy man. And Mr. Harrigan has him come to him and read him books because his eyesight is starting to fail. Now, Craig is being bullied at school. He doesn't have the most amazing time there, so he enjoys his time away with Mr. Harrigan. He also wants to get himself a smartphone because they're becoming a thing at the time, and so he finally does get one as a gift, and then he decides that he will unlock the power of the iPhone for Mr. Harrigan by buying him one. Now, Mr. Harrigan is at first a little skeptical about this, but when he realises that he can get his stocks on that beast, along with all sorts of other things, I'm sure, he finally becomes a convert to the digital revolution. Mr. Harrigan, who clearly appreciates the gesture and the friendship that he's had with Craig when he dies, leaves Craig a large amount of money, many, many hundreds of thousands of dollars in a trust. When Craig goes to the funeral, he puts the iPhone in the casket with Mr. Harrigan.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, buddy. I've got some really bad news.
And that is where the story starts to get a little bit eerie, because Craig decides that he needs to let all his feelings out and call that number one night, one stormy, stormy night, and then, unexpectedly, he starts to get some replies.
Mr. Harrigan, I wish that you were here. I got beat up pretty bad tonight. I want him to get what he deserves.
And therein lies our story. It is as much a mystery as anything else. This is a coming-of-age story. This is about two people from different generations who are brought together through the love of literature and words, and ultimately some of the technological elements of it start to give you feelings of there's a kind of bit of Black Mirror about this, maybe some Twilight Zone kind of elements to it as well. This isn't a traditional horror film that you might be expecting from the people that have made it, but this is something that will have you on edge. It has an atmosphere to it. It has a feeling to it that will make you wonder what's going to happen next. And what happens next? Well, I'm not going to tell you because you've got to watch to find out.
He's a good man.
But you didn't want to be on his bad side.
If Mr. Harrigan had anything to do with anyone dying, that made me an accessory.
Back to school, ring the bell.
It's a tragic accident, that's all.
At the heart of this, you have two great performances. Firstly, from Jaeden Martell, who plays the teenager Craig at the very centre of this. He's downtrodden. He's got a kind of darkness and a depth to him. When you look into his eyes, there's something that's not quite right. And then you have, of course, the great Donald Sutherland, who, as always, puts in a fantastic performance as this kind of mysterious older character. Someone who's seen things and done things and has secrets that we fear we'll never really going to understand. If you like eerie films, if you like movies that have you kind of feeling never quite in the right place, always slightly off kilter, always slightly on edge, this is definitely one for you.
My grandma always used to say, a person shouldn't call out unless they want an answer.
Mr. Harrigan's Phone is available to watch right now on Netflix wherever you are, and you don't even need a phone to watch it, although you can watch it on your phone. That's the beauty of Netflix. Thanks so much for watching the review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Screen OD for all the best content direct to your feed. We'll see you again very soon.